Yes, guys. Welcome to another episode of Matt Zina Acting Tips. Now, this is a very strange episode, and it's going to sound strange, and even the title sounds strange. I'm going to persuade you that acting is not a tough industry. Okay, so where to start? Really, this is something that is bounded around this industry, left, right, and centre. People go to the first acting classes, and even the acting coach at certain organisations will say, "Oh, it's a tough industry. You have to really work hard." Now, you do have to work hard, but that doesn't mean it's not tough. That doesn't mean it's a tough industry. Okay? Then you get certain things like you have to be in the right place at the right time. People just make this industry sound literally unattainable, like a career in acting. And so what it does to actors is it puts them in a certain mindset, okay? It puts them in a mindset of scarcity. Now, there's only two real mindsets about achievement. There's scarcity and there's abundance. And I'll come onto that in a minute. Now, if you're constantly taught that everything in this industry you have to fight for, everything's so scarce, it makes actors behave and act a certain way. So people go to acting classes and it's kind of cutthroat and everybody's competing, sometimes being mean to each other. And they can be quite toxic places. MZA is not like that because we have a very different mindset around how we approach this industry. But I'm just kind of laying out the issue, the problem. As well as that, even people will say, "Oh, you've got to be in the right place at the right time. I'd hate to be in that industry." And it just gets double compounded. And then what it does is it puts people on a certain track. So people and actors particularly seem to think that acting is just a certain route. And this is why actors think that it's so tough, because they're just going down one road. So they will say like, "Right, I'm going to train as an actor. And then if I'm lucky, I will get an agent. So if they don't get an agent, they fall down straight away. Then I will get an agent. Then I will sit by the phone waiting for that agent to ring. Then that agent will get me a huge part on a soap, drama, Netflix film. I will audition for it. I will be amazing and I will be successful and suddenly become an established actor that everybody wants in their shows." So that is how actors perceive this industry. And then they very quickly find out that only happens for 0.001% of actors. And they learn the hard way. So then, when it doesn't happen for them in the way that they perceive it's going to happen for them, they then go away and start saying exactly the same thing as the acting coaches, as the people on the street. They start saying, "Oh, it's just a really, really tough industry." But we think of this differently. And when I say we, I say my actors at MZA, Matt Zina Acting, myself, the way that I speak to actors. I look at this totally differently. And I'm here to tell you that this industry, acting, is no tougher than any other industry. In fact, in a lot of ways, it's much easier because you have a very definitive skill that when you actually look around, there's so many people looking for that skill. But because most actors are on this strange trajectory, this one road, one vision, one mindset, they don't see it. Now, my actors, and I mentor actors, I teach actors, I coach actors, they think differently. And that's why actors in MZA are constantly working, constantly going after opportunities, constantly seeing the opportunities that are everywhere. They work. You're a business, you should be getting work, not actually asking for other people to get you work. We've got an agency within our organisation. So anyone that joins us gets an agent straight away. They don't have to see if they'll get an agent. They get one. A very established, very successful agent. Now, this isn't me selling Matt Zina acting. This is just showing the difference, okay? So, what is the correct mindset? How does it actually work? Why is this industry not as tough as everyone loves to make out? Do you know why? It's because I've just alluded to it. You've got a skill that if you look around, people want. Some of my actors have literally gone to businesses, universities, literally, and said, look, I'm an actor. I presume you'll need role play at some point. I presume you'll need this. Pay me to do it. Businesses wanting actors to produce content for them. For TikTok, social media. Voiceover work is abundant. It's everywhere. So many strands to it. And this is just the beginning. Never mind self-submitting, short films. It's all paid. Now, actors say to me, I just want to make a living from doing something I love. Well, do it. Just do it. There is so much of an abundance of work everywhere. It is so difficult for actors to get into the mindset because this is what has been taught. Now, in 2022, it's such a different landscape. Now, I'm going to finish off with the benefits of thinking differently. Now, just because actors are spreading the net far and wide and doing all sorts of different types of work doesn't mean they've got any less opportunity. In fact, they've got more opportunity of getting that big break. Why? One, they manage to fund themselves because they are a jobbing, working actor, loving it. Right? They fund their way through this career. Two, they have so much experience because they are constantly working in different areas of the industry. They have a knowledge of all the industry, not just one route. And then when they get that big audition, whereas the actor that's just got this one vision, one route mentality, the actor that has that mentality has more chance of failing in that audition. One, because literally they are desperate by that point, whereas the actor knows that they can fall back on so much acting work in so many different areas. All right? And two, because that actor has not had as much practice at acting or auditioning, because I've not been picking up on all these bits of work, chucking off self-tapes and doing all sorts of different work. They're not as confident in themselves because they don't do as much acting. Whereas the actor that has the correct abundant mindset around this industry has been working, has been doing all sorts of different things all over the industry, making connections, working. They get a big audition, it's just another audition, and they do incredibly well, they nail it. And then it's just in the lap of the gods, do they fit the role, do they fit the criteria? So this industry, I promise, isn't as tough as people love to make out. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments. Okay, go to our website, mzacting.com, and go to our kind of special workshop section, because we actually have a webinar coming out on this on the 30th of September, where I'm going to be teaching actors exactly how to get work and become a full-time actor. All right, and it's currently on special offer. Okay, I was going to say very, very discounted for in celebration of an award that MZA won the other night, which is Best Creative Arts Provider. So yeah, go and check that out. And if you genuinely change your mindset to believe that this industry is abundant rather than scarce, instantly you will have more success. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Make sure you join us for next week's episode.